Alright, so I went and picked up a 2018 Can-Am X3 Turbo R that was wrecked, and it had a smash cage, and I figured I'd bought it for cheap, and then I'm going to end up fixing it and selling it, so I figured I'd start recording on what I'm doing here. Here it is right here. It's a 2018, like I said, like 1,800 miles on it, something like that. It's really not that bad a machine. It needs some small stuff. I actually went and I took the cage off. I bought this like 2 months ago. So I took the cage off and then parked it, and now I finally have time to mess with it. I mean, it's not terrible. The seats have no cushion in them. I actually bought seats for this. As you can see, I think he went out and had fun with it prior to selling it, would be my guess. It's some farmer kid, but it's really not that bad a condition. It's honestly a pretty good condition. It has mismatched tires. These are the tires I'm going to sell it on. They have decent tread, but these obviously need to go on the back. It's not terrible. It's all stock, has some Rhino axles on it, 1,700 miles on it. I got seats for it. It has a sound bar that I need to rig up. It does have a bent tie rod. I mean, there's really not that much wrong with it. I mean, it was missing this plastic here. I have the side plastics for it. They're over there. That's not the cage that's going to be going on it. I'm actually going to be putting the stock cage on it. All right, here's the pile of cages here. We're gonna be taking this one, I believe, right here, this black one. I got a couple other stock X3 cages in there. I think there's 2 right there. There's some tree kickers back there. There's an aftermarket cage in the weeds right here that's smashed. But yeah, we're gonna grab this black one. I think it's gonna be our best bet for this freaking thing. I do notice I'm missing the back bars off here, so we're gonna have to make something work for that. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that. But let's get this loaded up. So I'm looking at this. I forgot that this cage is from like a 2022 and up. So this has a different frame mount. This has the weaker frame point. This is a 2018 different mounting here. So I need to figure out a little finagling here to get this to fit onto that. Got this side all mocked up, all good to go. Look at that, 120 wall slugged into there. I got this other piece to do the other side. Didn't show you the one side. So basically that will go right onto that, just like that. In between this tube and that tube will be a piece of 1.5 inch, 120 wall. So this is, I mean, way freaking stronger than the stock junk that's here. All right, bada bing. We got this all welded up and good to go. Got the other side welded up, good to go. Plan worked. Seems to fit pretty freaking well. If you're wondering, I did do little spot welds. So I need to grind that down. But spot welds basically drilled into it, filled it with the weld, and welded it to the inside slug that I put in between these pipes. Gives it extra strength. So now for sure, I know that this will not break, and it being welded to this will not break. So if something on the stock cage, it's going to be this metal bending. It's going to bend right there. So I did not weaken it. I made it stronger actually than stock. If you were gonna roast me in the comments for it, if you're not familiar with the stock way, this is like a stock X3 mount, and then this bung would go into there, and that would connect to the cage. So this is what your cage is bolted into. So I did not make it weaker. I made it stronger. I mean, as strong as a stock cage can be. They're junk, but you know. Cage is fully on, welded on. That's basically all done. Just gotta bolt it down. For the bar hoops, we're just gonna put a bar in here, drill these holes out, run it right to the bed. Not that big a deal. The next task I completely forgot to mention is the doors. So see, it's missing its bottom door hinge here, and this got bent, and doors didn't come with this machine. So I need to decide if I'm gonna build a custom door that comes up and over and then put a new panel on it, or do I have this set of rec doors down there that I could take the frames out of and make a new door skin for it? I could show you. But so I got to figure out if I want to fix this pin, see if we can't pound this thing straight. I got these little door hinges. They're 5/16. If you didn't know, this is a 5/16 pin here. So I mean, I could take this, stick it up through there, and that could be fixed. Bend this flat. On the other side here, this one looks pretty straight. I mean, it looks a little bent. That'd be an easy fix. And then just need to get this top piece, which I think I have one in my trailer. So coming back to the trailers where I keep all my side-by-side stuff, got these doors in the woods here. I think these are what we're gonna need. Look, they got latches on them. Now the door skins are smoked, they're all bent in, I don't know if you can tell, but I don't think I could use a door skin, so I gotta make new door skins for sure. This is pretty flat, so this one will for sure work. That'll be easier than frame or making up a new set of door frame. Here's the top piece that we needed, so I don't gotta dig through the trailer for that. Looks like it's stuck in there, but not that big a deal. This one's a little bent. I could probably fix it. Looks like this latch is also a little bent too, but I have latches if needed. Honestly, these would probably work. I could probably fab those doors up to work, so I think that's everything we need. I believe that's everything we need. We're still gonna have to make door skins for it, so go ahead and get our trailer open here and get our door skins out. Well, there's enough room to open up this door with this privacy fence, or this fence here. Of course there's not, right? That's all right. Now I believe I got metal in here. This is my race machine, but so here's one sheet of metal. Not the one we need, sorry if you have headphones on. So those are what we need. I already have doors traced out on them, actually. We got the door frames. I think are gonna work. As you can see, I already have this already traced on there, so I just need to cut these out. Hopefully those work for door frames. Figured I'd go ahead and show you inside the trailer, since this is a newer channel. You probably haven't seen any of this stuff. Well, I know you haven't seen any of this stuff, so I'll go ahead and give you a tour inside this trailer. So this is a quick little tour. I basically have all my parts stuffed in here. I mean, I have mostly all my tires. There's Meatball, soon to be my one and only machine. I have 3 machines right now. That's soon to be my do everything machine. There's just random stuff. Basically, I built this trailer into a toy hauler. There's a bed back there. Onboard water. There's actually a sink under there, and then a toolbox, you know, underneath the couch. But it's all stuffed full of everything because we moved and I stuffed everything in here. So these are all my spare parts. Well, most of my spare parts. There's full set of shocks in there, A-arms, lower A-arms. There's raised rods, hubs, a full set of Can-Am plastics stuffed in there, clutches, fuel pump. I mean, all the miscellaneous stuff is all stuffed in the shower right now. There's a toilet under there too. But everything's stuffed in here. Soon it'll all be organized when I get the Connex box. But figured I'd show you the race trailer or the travel trailer now. But it's all set up to go. Got everything unloaded, and I'll show you real quick how I cut these doors out. Basically, I have the doors already drawn up on there from a previous set of doors I had. So basically, I run a square down it, which obviously isn't square because the doors are angled, but you leave your gap. This is what I use to cut them, these shears. So like for this roof on this cage, that's what I used, you know, to cut it, is those shears. They work good. But yeah, basically rig it up, square it up, or not square, but make it even, clamp the metal down. I'll run that right down it, and I'll get these doors cut out. It's the next day, and I actually ran into a problem on these freaking doors. So these frames, they're just not gonna work. I don't know. I mean, nothing lines up where it needs to be. I think the amount of time I'm gonna have in bending these and trying to make these work, it's just not gonna be worth the time. So what we're gonna end up doing, it's gonna be building our own set of frames for these doors. Basically, you know, buying X3 doors is just stupid expensive. It's what, 600, 700 bucks for a set of doors with some cheap, janky frames. I mean, just like these. I think these are Dirt Industries, which is actually a decent door for what you get. But, I mean, they're just so cheap. They don't have any structural things to them. It's a new day. Apparently, you got to hit start to start the time-lapse. But I got the whole driver's side door completely done. So here's the driver's side door. Turned out pretty slick, if you ask me. Check that out. Turned out pretty good. Really no complaints. Definitely need some sea decking in there, but I mean it's a sturdy door. I mean, all 9.5 wall. I believe it's 16 gauge steel I use, so a little thick, but check it out. I might put a little grab bar right there, but man, it's another new day to work on the Facebook Marketplace X3. I'm completely done with the doors, completely done with the cage. This is what we ended up with. 2 fully done doors. They work amazing. They work, I mean, as they should. They're super stout. I mean, weakest link's going to be your door hinges here, it's gonna rip them right off if it gets caught, but pretty pumped. Obviously they're loud because there's no seat decking, but they don't move. Only complaint is how far out this sticks from the there. I mean, there's nothing I could really do about it because with the size of tubing, it hits your fender mounts. Now I turned it so then it goes down there. You know what I mean? I did my best. For this to fit any X3, I had to leave those fender mounts and had to do it that way. But it turned out great. If I had a way to bend this metal in, I would bend this metal in because I put the bar, you know, 4 inches in. I'd bend this in, but I just don't have any way of bending that metal, so I kind of got to leave it like that. It's fine. I mean, they're pretty tucked in there. They turned out good. So that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to keep this series going. We're going to make one more video out of this. And basically the next video is going to be me finishing up this X3 and probably getting it posted on Facebook Marketplace. So watch out for that, and thanks for watching.